defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On fourth down, Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Kareem Martin up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's it, baby. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. This is Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Great 57.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Quarterback, don't
Hey, 74, 74.
again to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go right here now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch QB's off. Watch QB's off. Shift.
61, matchbox lights.
Tight dog. Shift.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here we go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays? Touchdown, Philadelphia! Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Giants 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's good for the Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 yards.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shoot.
5.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. Now Gallman. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Down. 30 base.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Greystone travel.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Jones. Throwing on first down to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ready, set.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Jones throwing on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Here we go. 5-9. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Smooth. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Motion. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Throwing now is Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got one. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. I got you, son. I got you.
Wentz going to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go. 20. Sunday.
Here we go, D. Hey, check, Mike.
Wentz to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Come on, line. We better not.
Go.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he completes it to Tate. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side complete. It's Tate. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones now to throw again. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He's going to sling. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This is Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Giants' 16-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check. Go. Waiting. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Back to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. He's back to throw. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike check 33. 33. Too little.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Tate. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. And watch that, and watch the play.
They'll look to throw. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Eagles, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.